Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show. Thank you for coming this morning in here, and we have another interesting topic to share with it all. Do apologize for the short delay that we have as we are still arranging a lot of our material in here, but we got something very good for you. But a little bit of update on what we had last night. We have seen the Dow Jones continue to move up, which are supposed to update the Telegram for most of the public as well as our members in here on some sort of development I feel that is likely that you should know of. So right now we are seeing this market here continue to make upwards. After all, we did have 4 up bars on the US side. In our Malaysian market, we are not likely to sell down anymore, despite we just have that one a big sell-off that we have due to the big sell-off that we have on the CPO prices in here. But the raise of the interest rate has some implication, especially to the property stocks. But let's see what we have for you this morning in our breakfast show. And of course, do share this video in your timeline, and we really appreciate for you coming this morning in here. All right, so let's take a look at what we have for you, and definitely we will be talking about market bottoming. That's right. Now in our market bottoming, we'll be talking about fairly which has been the theme of this week all, because we have seen the market been really selling off, and we are looking for something to buy more on the local front in here. So we want to be looking for some sort of screen or some stocks that give us a very good opportunity, at least from the reward to risk side. Now last night or yesterday, more like we did our CPE course, right? The 10 point with some of the public and also the members. There's a couple of things that I also shared in there with regards to the market stages, which we always go back to the fundamental of things. Now market bottoming, right? It's where we want to do some bottom fishing really at the base of the market, where we are seeing that the market need to have this couple of things in here. One is what stage is the market is going, and how do you look for this market bottoming? Recognizing the market bottoming is very important. And what are those rules? Do you always want to buy high, but do you really want to buy when the market is going down too? So these are the things that you want to be looking at when the market started to bottom up, at least from a standpoint looking in a stage 1. All right, stage 1 accumulation. And let's look at what the schematic diagram that I have for you, prepared for you on the next slide. And of course, the partly to day trading, for those of you who are doing it, is using an alert system. All right, an alert system, definitely recommend our VSA 360 in here, and knowing it and back testing it will give you the confidence that you need, right? Of course, also supported by the right sector of the shares. If you're inexperienced in it, definitely you really need a tool like the VSA 360, and we all have our 10-day free trial worth $288 that you can try it out. If you have not done, please do so. Don't miss this opportunity to give it a try, as well as coached by our trainer Zach on how to use those tools in it. Join and sign up for our 10-day trial. Now in our positioning on our portfolio, we are still pretty much on that single trade that we have, despite the market has fallen apart. Leong Hub International, the poultry business, has pretty much hold on to it in here, and at one point of time we might take position off from it, but it all will depends on the situation where we have this trade, where is it going to be leading to. Of course, we have the expiration date for a lot of the trades that we do in here, and right now, nothing much on our front end here, but compared to the KLCI, we are definitely doing much more. Returns are slightly almost remain to be the same. The benchmark is down almost 12% so far for the year. So that's what we have for you in here. Of course, better news would be if the KLCI move up, but the US side is getting to be good. So this is a period, what we call a drawdown period, right? And during drawdown period, this is where patience is always needed in here. Look for those kind of stuff. But we also love to hear your feedback. If you have any, how we can improve this show so you can find it more interesting, let us know through that QOL code up front. Alright, of course, our VSA 360, our focus has been the intraday. Let's take a look at what we have for you this morning in our VSA 360. And you can see from this chart out front, we have it in here. On the top side is the 9 alert, and of course there's also our knowledge center, which we are continuing to build on. So check it out on the help here. Click on that one. That should take you to the knowledge center, where a lot of our so-called knowledge sharing, we categorize them on tricks and tips, FAQ and stock screener, that would help you to find out more about the market and how you can further improve your skill as a trader and as an investor. I think that's all we can do, going forward, this information sharing in here. Now let's take a look at the market for what we have. Definitely we have 9 alert in here. DNO has actually turned red. Pentagon, Hong Leong, FFB, right? Jinhin, JCY, Syntax, Vitrox. Oh, Apple. Haha, we finally said Apple has turned green. Pentagon. So that's pretty good, right? For those of you who's looking on the US, at KFIMA turned red, Kobe turned red. Only FFB and KPS, which is actually the REITs. REITs is very, very hot now. If you don't know, this is definitely, we will be going back to the dashboard and looking at the sector here. So this morning market is up 7 points. The tech sectors are moving up nicely. Okay, and you can see from here, where is the technology? And there you go. All right, but technology just turned red. Pentagon, unfortunately. Okay, let's take a look at this. Yes, this is the this is technology. No doubt the market broke up and then continued to break down as majority of them actually went up. So that's not really a good thing. Okay, a lot of them are still going down. REITs. REITs is in the red. Pentagon in here, but today we have a nice move upwards in here. Still red. Only thing that is green right now is Plantation, also turned red. Okay, also turned red. Pentagon in here. And what else? Construction is green. Pentagon. Okay, looks like construction is green. Pentagon in here. What else? We have finance. Okay, finance is green. Pentagon. So on those stocks that you come across, right, when we do our intraday screening, you'll know finance will be a stock that you want to be looking at. KL, utilities, consumers, right? Those are the stocks that you'll be focusing when you do your intraday trade. It's always good to know what is on the hot sectors, all right? Then you see some of those stocks, then it will make more sense going to it. This morning, you can see the Inari, Pentagon, those tech stocks are moving up slightly here. And of course, the foreign fund continue to slide lower, right? As we see, we do hope that eventually the foreign fund will come back up here. Then we can see the KLCI turn back up. So if you don't get that likely to be slightly mild. So get hold of the VSA 360, something that you do not see very, very common. And we have the 10-day trial for you to try it out. And if you like it, it's something you want to be using it more on a regular. Year up to date is about 9% in here. And despite that, you can able still to pick winners. CFM, GOB, these stocks, has given from a Pentagon Guider standpoint, has given a good return. Even when the market is going on a down market, the Pentagon Guider are still able to find good trades that you are able to pick up from here. So that is the VSA 360 in here. Then we'll be looking at the intraday screener very, very soon. All right, so this is the intraday screener. Past one, let's go to the premium and go to intraday. And this is our morning attention, which we'll get to it very shortly. All right. So we've done the sectors, and we have seen that construction, a little bit of REITs here, consumer and finance seems to be strong. Now, intraday in market bottoming is basically looking at the basic of the market in the market stages. You need to know to the left-hand side of the chart, what is the market doing right now? Is it in a downtrend or uptrend? Do you see sign of weakness, sign of strength in here? And what are the moving average telling you also too? Market bottomings are very, very common. especially in this down market in here. But we want to see the reaction, whether the market is holding up its level here. Don't pay so much attention to the people who is talking about, pay attention to the charts in here. Look for volume that will stop the downtrend, right? That's very important. So you can always go back to the VSA 360, right? And look at the KLCI chart. Look on the left hand side. Do we see a high volume to climatic volume? If you don't get that, that's likely the market, it's not ready to move higher, right? But what we wanted to do is to use some of our VSA 360 like peak valley indicator to determine our entry point. Like you can see first on the stage 1, after moving down from stage 4, market is likely to move back to the stage 1. That's where we want to put our first position, and using our intraday alert, that's where we want to be looking at. And then also on the beginning of a stage 2, we want to be looking for a couple of trades over there in here after the market has bottomed, and that's usually you can also use the Pentagon outlay chart. Now the day trading rule with using the VSA 360 with here is to really test out the market, right? And we are looking for a stage 1 we are looking for stage 4 downtrend with volume here. So we want to make sure that the market must have some sort of a downtrend first before we take any trade. So it means the market is ready to turn higher. Remember last week, go back to last week, the live FB was talking about support resistance, right? And also breaking up of the support and resistance also is important in here. So you have some sort of support in here, and the trade that we'll be looking at right later on is actually one of our advanced trade that we have on Intraday Screener. So if the market failed to rally, just close the trade off, all right? So that's how is likelihood your exit strategy. Exit after 3 bar or more, and we are VSA 360. You want to be looking for those stocks alert, much easier, and back testing it by us and also by our coaches in here, giving you a good expected value. Win more, lose less. Paired much better with the hot sectors. Now, of course, let's look at some trades we have going back just a week ago on 4th of July. VSA 360 intraday alert, and using the stock screener, right? We have our VSA 360 going back to here. So we are looking for those that is around the 47 cents. CEKD, which came out 922, and Chinwell came out at this was COC, all right? COC is our market bottoming trade that we'll be talking about, which is cluster of closes, a very advanced setup that we shared with you today in here. And then last but not least is the overtake of the UT, which always been our theme on Friday in here, BGF, which is actually a finance in here. So let's take a look at those 3 trades in here. Now the intraday alert, pick it up on CKED above the 59 cent, right, above 0. And if you look fast forward, which is actually Monday, only today the market seems to be dropping off in here, right? So the market, there's no follow through in here. Of course, we also have some huge selling in the on, I believe it's on Tuesday, right? And that market has also caused many of the local shares to fallen more, but they are rebounding right now in here. Second is PGF. As you can see in here, market started to make up. OTUT overtake the UT, spotted it around the 99 cents. In here, there is some resistance, right? And we talk about here above this level in here, but it's holding up. You got this upthrust, and if it's ready to move higher, when it's supported by the moving average, a medium-term moving average, which is actually using the 40-day moving average in here. If it supported that level, you got a couple of springs in here, market likely to take out. So watch out for this one in here. If not, you want to switch out on the next trade. But the trade that's our main focus for today for our market bottoming is cluster of closes. Now you can see this 3 bar that we have here, very small narrow bar, very low volume. That is a cluster of closes, which is detected by our setup, right? A cluster of closes is one of the advanced patterns that we give out to our plugin members in here for them to test it out and see spotted it. Alert on the 4th of July, all right, which is the Chinwell, and after that, the next day, the market continued to ride on, and now is hit 1 ringgit 85 cents, giving it a a possible return of 5.7% and a gross return of 280 ringgit from a 5k. And that's the whole lesson in here, is looking for these small pieces of couple of hundred ringgit every day, which you can do even if the market is quite bad. You are still getting the market that we have here. Okay, and so what we are seeing right now is this ongoing stock trade idea that we have. Alright, so in our intraday stock idea trade in here, first of all, we need to be wary where the market is bottoming. Okay, market bottoming in here, you want to see the stage 4 coming down in here, right? Now, if you look at the trade, the past trade that we have for Chinwell, on the left hand side, we actually have a double bottom. That was where the market bottoming in here. And then it started to move up and then had a pulse, which is actually a pullback, and then the market moving up. So that's why you want to look out for the markdown first. Markdown usually happen on the left hand side in here. In our context for our courses and also our intraday, we actually share with you in those. So you can also follow us on our paid event in here, TradeVSA, and or follow some of us in our screener tutorial that we've done in here. Alright, so look out for the intraday trading on COC, cluster of closes, for market bottoming. It's like fishing for a trade every day. And those criteria you want to be looking at above 47 cents and with good volume, sectors booming. Alright, I think industrial product will be coming back, targeting 3 to 4%. So on that basis, Chinwell did hit our target profit here. Alright, and our 20-day challenge continued to be on. We have seen many of the two winners. We have two winners in here. They are clocking about 10% and 11% for our 20-day challenge in here. What I'm showing in here is the last week, but the week before was a really good challenge. As we can see, many of those members, and we are heading to our third week right now, and I do think they were able to hold on to their leads, crossing the 10% mark in here. All right, let's look at our list this morning in our intraday trade here. So let's straighten it down to our intraday alert. Okay, so you can see the intraday alert. We have OTUT. Okay, OTUT is we have Jetson, A Media 23 cents, 25 cents. Yeah, Jetson has been really running a bit. All right, let's take a look at Jetson. So you need to scan them for them since we are looking for market bottoming. Let's take a look for market bottoming right now. So you want to see the action on the left hand side. Okay, so is this a market bottom? Actually happened somewhere around here. Now it's more of a pullback. All right, we have seen this is a pullback here. It's holding up on the 200-day moving average in here. Not one of the best trade. Let's look at the next one. Turn this off. A Media. Okay. Then we have COC, OTUT. Okay. We got Classic Scenic. Classic Scenic is moving up. And then we have A Media. Gas Malaysia. All right. Gas Malaysia. 1K. Let's take a look at Gas Malaysia. Okay. This is what we talk about here. Market bottoming already here, right? Making a move. So this is a nice pickup here for Gas Malaysia. Definitely one of the good fundamental stocks. Taking out the uptrust and looking at 309 possibly as a profit taking area. All right, so that's a nice one in here. Gas Malaysia, Classic Scenic. Okay, now let's look at the COC since we're talking about market bottoming for our theme here. We got ATNS. Now, if you have any stocks that you want me to look at, feel free to pencil those in, and really appreciate your support coming into our show this morning in here. All right, so ATE, INS, I have to pull it up a bit here. Now this one is still pretty much in a downtrend. You can see it formed a double bottom. Yes, that's right. You have this, and you have this volume coming up in here. All right. So this is the ATA INS in trade here. Okay, which is a COC trade. Okay, this is a nice COC trade here. Market bottoming. Yep, would want this one in here. If it could hold and retest this back, that means this market can pick up some more here. Nice trade COC there. And we got Notion VTech. All right, let's take a look at the last one. Be Notion VTech. Notion. All right, right now, all right, this is also market bottoming. You can see, right at below, we are looking for a huge volume, picks up, pull back down in here, and we have two stocks. So those are what we call market bottoming trade on the intraday. All right, so find some of the good stocks. So one of the nicer one I like it so far in here, I think I just mentioned, is the ATA INS. All right, for the market and bottoming trade. And let's come back to next week and see how we will fare in those trade in here. All right, and we got Kevin here. All right, so let's take a look at some of the stocks you want me to look at. Okay, we have done that one before. All right, and also don't forget to check out our VSA 360 10-day free trial. You can scan this QR code and also schedule a training for that one. All right, and if you're ready, can sign up for our plug-in program in here, the TradeVSA, for a low access for 2 ringgit a day, and giving a great review from many of our members. And we have also another put and call warrant, very suitable, especially in this down market where you can long and you can short using the structured product in here. We have only 5 seats left. It's filling up fast. For those of you who are our members, you can check out this course and attend on the 16th of July. It comes with a 3-month support on the Telegram chat room here. All right, so much for that. And also our 3-day masterclass that we are still ongoing for our 3rd training, which will begin in beginning of August with Dr. Gary, the final conclusion of our psychology in leveling up your trading psychology so you can trade better in the forthcoming month. And don't forget, for the month of July, we have a new talk going on, detecting smart money movement with TradeVSA. We did one on Wednesday, how to find reversal with bottom fishing. So check it out on yesterday, I think on Wednesday night, for the video tutorial in here. And next week, join us again. 2 ways to follow the smart money activities for our live FB talk. All right, love to hear your feedback. And right now, we will be looking at a couple of stocks from our members in here, those of you who have. So let's take a look at them. We have Tengaga. All right, Tengaga, nothing so far. As you can see, Kevin, if you have used the green Pentagon, okay, our Pentagon Guider, just wait for the green Pentagon. Very easy, this kind of trades. Don't be so kinchong. Just wait for the green Pentagon. All right, use the SMARTRobie. If not, you can try out our VSA 360 for a 10-day trial, and I'm definitely sure you will like what we have to offer here. All right. So if you plan to cut loss, that cut loss should happen long time ago, around here. All right, around the 890. Just turn on the ATR stop loss, right, like you do, and that will tell you where you want to cut off in here. Now is not the time to buy. So that's what having or using Pentagon Guider makes it so much easier, and could avoid the big massive sell-off that you usually get in many of our stocks. I hope I answered your question in here, and if you have any more questions, just pencil those in. And thank you for coming. Have a good weekend, especially Monday is a public holiday. I'll be back next Wednesday, and thank you for your support. And don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram as well to our YouTube channel in here for more video tutorial, and we are here to be of service to you. Thank you, and bye-bye.